game's officially
Well,
starting
I'm
overtime.
in the lobby now. I'm in the lobby
But if you want to take over, who am I to stop you?
Okay, no, I was right, Shogun. I'm in this game, and the players joined early, and now we have to delay.
Okay, as always, it is just 100% the player's fault. I've discussed this previously. Okay, they just jump on him and they feel like getting sheep.
Well, there's two things we can do here. We can either blame the players or we can blame the admin, because we can never blame ourselves, right?
It would never be on us. It would never be our fault whatsoever. But the next series we've got coming up is underway from the looks of it.
Okay, so I guess it's just gonna start. So beautiful beginning to the game. Everyone, nothing happened, I promise.
Oh man.
Twitch chat, nothing happened, I promise. I was here the whole time.
It's actually kind of true though. Like no crazy moments so far. So you didn't miss anything absolutely crucial. But yeah, that's just so funny. See, Shogun didn't have all the information. He was lacking critical information there.
I was trying to help him, and he throws me under the bus.
Yeah, you just didn't know, guys. You just did not know. That was so funny.
Well, now we'll get to see the game coming into play. That one off the post, one to Mike. He is fitting in as the third player. We've seen Gimmick and Torment team together for quite some time. They're looking for a new third. One to Mike, putting his cards on the table as we see a pass coming in from one to Mike to Torment. An early goal for the Rats.
That's a really good pass by one to Mike. He recovered so quickly off that sidewall pass to himself as he got that one in towards Torment. Yeah, I really rate Wonder Mike. He's such a fast player, and he's really growing as an individual, you know, into higher and higher level series with ease. So I'm really excited to see what we're going to get from him in this event.
That was a beautiful pre-flip. Just in full control, like you said, even that first touch. And this is a pretty high-powered team. Torment and Gimmick, both world champions. They know how to play at the highest levels. One to Mike, a player looking to build that kind of reputation for himself. Mektos is going to tap this to the corner. Sosa denied the center. One to Mike will chase this down. Good challenge there in the midfield, but Sosa pushing this ball up, getting around it, gets the shot, and he'll tie it up for plot twist.
Okay, well, that's one way to do it. Sosa just kind of profiting off this double commit in defense. The disorganization was real there between Wonder Mike and Gimmick. They couldn't decide whose ball it was to challenge. They both jumped. Sosa probably couldn't believe his luck because he just walks past them to equalize. So that's big because I was kind of worried about the comeback potential of this plot twist team in this matchup. You know, Wonder Mike and Gimmick, such you know, momentum-based players. If you let them, you know, get involved in a good goal like that, they're going to be hard to stop.
We're equalized. Pass over to Sosa. Sosa back to Mektos. Mektos!
Oh.
The give and go. This was textbook.
That is beautiful from Mektos. Great pass to Sosa. And he left himself in the perfect position for the return pass, which Sosa nails. 2-1. And, you know, not only the Rat Enterprise bringing the team plays, that was just beautifully done by Plot Twist.
And that was something that was missing in the last series. I don't think we really saw any of that from either team. So we're seeing some fun stuff from Plot Twist. Perfect give and go, but now a miss in front of net, and one to Mike will tie it up for Rat Enterprises.
Okay, so both teams, they're even now. They've both had the double commit total miss on the ball, so now that they've got that out of their system, I'm sure we're going to see some stellar defending from both sides. But yeah, another easy goal. One to Mike, probably just there kind of hoping more than anything else that the ball's going to reach him, and it actually does. Oh dear, that is another pass from Sosa, and Gimmick has scored. Not the best defense again from Plot Twist, but well played Gimmick to just walk it in.
And Sosa taps the ball right to Gimmick. He tapped it right to Gimmick.
Yeah.
That is not the touch that Sosa wanted. You probably think he was probably trying to pop it up. Maybe catch it on the wall, dribble it, keep it close to him. A missed touch gives up possession. And strange game, strange start to the game here.
Yeah, these teams have definitely got levels to go to yet that they could show us. So we've seen some incredible things from, obviously, Torment and Gimmick in the past. Oh, that's just a goal from Sosa. Wonder Mike's off his line. So, you know, the defense for both teams continues to be a weak point, but great shot by Sosa and a nice pass as well.
So Wonder Mike just started cheating out of net. I don't know what he was thinking on that shot. It was a bit of a delayed flip from Sosa. Maybe he didn't think Sosa was going to go high, but he turned forward when he probably should have turned back towards net. And you see that a lot in those more aggressive players, especially when Astral was first getting onto the scene, always starting to creep up, wanting to be a part of the offense.
Yeah, look at Astral now, of course. It takes time, you know? A lot of people, when they saw that Astral edition of Dignitas way back in the day, they thought, nah, this doesn't work. Like, look how many terrible goals they're conceding. They need to try something different. But they kept on going and became one of the best teams in the world. Oh, that's a great shot. Nice save as well, though, by Mekto as it's off the goal line. And that's more like it defensively.
Starting to see things stabilize a little bit on both ends. 30 seconds left. Tied up. Wonder Mike deep. He'll pop it into the corner. Mektos uses up a lot of boost for nothing. Sosa, no boost. Goes for the clear. Gimmick catches it. Sosa missed the boost at midfield, but he'll stay on it. The challenge! And Sosa dunks it into the net. 13 seconds left. What a play from Sosa.
Yeah, really good wave dash to close the distance, but that is definitely careless from Wonder Mike. He needs to try just get totally goal side of that ball when he's 50-50ing it. He's on the outside edge and plays it right into Sosa, and plot twist, have punished him.
Last chance for Rat Enterprises. Sosa preventing the center ball, going for the double tap, gets it around, going for the demo on Gimmick. Taroko will put in another one. Sosa, what an ending for him. He had no boost on the last play, gets a wave dash into a dunk to get the go-ahead goal. Now the demo to add insult to injury. Plot twist, taking game one.
Sosa just had a monstrous game in offense at the end of this one. We're talking about Wonder Mike, the new boy on Rat Enterprises, and you know how he can stand out and carry that team if they let him. But Sosa likewise, you know, this is a very, very hard-working player. He puts in the hours in ranked. He's putting the hours, grinding through that bubble scene and making a name for himself. And now he is taking over a lobby that's, you know, full of, you know, RLCS and Rival Series players from last season. So way to just show up and you know, remind everybody that it's not just about the household names. You've got to keep an eye on all the new talent that's coming out of North America right now.
An impressive game one, no doubt. Sosa played a part in every goal. Hat trick with 2 assists, and then the play, you even think about the play where he delayed his touch, baited in the double commit. He was scoring those big goals, really calm under pressure. So really exciting game from Sosa. We'll see if he can keep that up. For Rat Enterprises, we'll see Wonder Mike starting to work into it. He is a good player. You can tell he's got it, but needs a little bit more experience in this threes game, which is a lot of times you see when new players come in and get an opportunity to play at the highest level, like these tournaments are. It's a lot easier to fit in on offense than it is to always be in the right spot on defense.
Yes, yeah, absolutely true. You know, we've seen this from so many teams in the past. They just have good reading each other offensively, and they're scoring crazy goals, crazy team plays. But then the defense is where teams really struggle to just automatically know what to do. And that comes with time. But unfortunately, right now, they don't have time. They need to figure it out now. We're in the middle of the series already. So loser of this will be down to the lower bracket. And it's really on to Rat Enterprises to try and step it up defensively, because at the end of this last game, it just was nowhere near good enough for them. And we know that they could do better.
And it's early still in the series. That game wasn't as heartbreaking as the one that we saw in the previous series with Sonics. So we'll see how Rat Enterprises bounces back. What a save there from Wonder Mike, who had no boost. Predicted that shot timing quite well.
Yeah, it was great covering, because he saw that part of the goal was already covered by his teammate, but he had the rest covered with his own timing of his arrival. He just got there at the perfect moment. But you know, they're struggling to create meaningful chances here. And that's an opportunity for Taroko. And it's just all too easy for him to score in this spot because Sosa's pass was just spot on. No way Wonder Mike can reach it.
And Taroko puts it right above Wonder Mike's head so fast that he didn't even have time to jump for it. Well placed, good power. Wonder Mike, a split second too slow. And when the ball shot that hard, you can't really blame him. Would have had to either pre-jumped or have superhuman reaction time.
Oh, absolutely. Wonder Mike was the player who's least to blame for that goal. He got completely left out to dry by Gimmick and Torment, who overcommitted in offense at the same time. It's just not justified to be that aggressive with a follow-up on a center ball when the guy who centered it isn't already recovering. So, you know, maybe just a bit rushed there from Gimmick and Torment, who are obviously desperate to start scoring and desperate to start winning this series, but you've got to be more patient, you've got to be more careful. Don't want to leave Wonder Mike alone in defense like that.
And you're seeing him in the back quite a bit, so we'll see how he fits into the offense. That time getting a shot, and I was on his screen, so I didn't even see what happened, how that missed. It looked like it was on target.
Yeah, it was so close, but it just wasn't meant to be. And this is where Rat Enterprises need to be careful because they've had a couple of close opportunities now, but they have yet to score, and it's easy to get frustrated and just overextend and really try and force the issue. But they've been hit on the counter once already this game. They don't want to let it happen again.
Wonder Mike, double touch, getting another touch out. Strong defense, but Mektos waiting in the midfield. He's only got 4 boosts, tries to get a challenge. It's out to Taroko. Center to Sosa. Sosa shut down by Torment. Solid defense from Rat Enterprises, but it's not over yet. Taroko down to Sosa, off the backboard, and a goal for Mektos. High-powered offense coming out from Plot Twist.
And that'll do. Sosa turning around in the box. He knew the pass was coming. It's actually a good thing that he's missed, funnily enough, although I don't think he intended to. So Mektos comes in for another goal. And this is not looking good for Rat Enterprises. The fan favorites are falling apart, much like Sonics did in the previous series.
I'm loving the ball movement, however, from Plot Twist. We saw that give and go earlier. We've seen the individual talent from Sosa, even Taroko's shot. These guys are the real deal. Plot Twist looking ferocious.
That's a chance for Gimmick, and it's saved by Taroko. There's, you know, opportunities for Rat Enterprises, but they're being denied. And on the transition again, Sosa, playmaker, involved in every single goal that's happened this series, all 8 of them.
The distribution is unreal. These guys are finding each other, high-powered passes, hitting it with the tip of their hitbox, blasting it, great speed. I am enjoying watching Plot Twist play.
Oh yeah, this is the best Plot Twist I've seen. You know, they've been a team that's thereabouts for quite a few seasons now. You know, we talked about the Gimmick Torment combo. Mektos and Taroko likewise. You know, they've been playing together for a long time, and it looks like they're onto a winner here with their third and Sosa. What a game he's having! What a series he's having!
Had a hat trick last game. Playmaker this game.
Oh,
off
surely.
the post. We'll see one come in for Rat Enterprises. Shot after shot coming in. Wonder Mike will clean up that in front of net.
Yeah, you love that from Torment. That little extra touch just took out 2 players from the defense all by himself. And that means his teammates are in the 2v1. Gimmick to the post, Wonder Mike to the goal. 3-1. Still time on the clock for Rat Enterprises. But they're going to need to take their chances when they get them here. Something they've struggled to do so far in this series.
And this is when you don't mind making a double commit if you're playing aggressive. You got to go for it. Time is running out. Down by 2. This is when you pull the goalie in hockey.
Yeah. I mean, every Rocket League team's in a constant state of pulling the goalie with the current way the game is played in threes. One day, maybe that won't be the case, but I doubt it. Good demo by Wonder Mike. And he's looking for space in the left. He's found it. It doesn't look like that's going to do too much as the ball just naturally clears itself. More time wasted. And this is good news for Plot Twist. Good covering of the infield pass. They look like they're just set to win this one as they cover all angles.
Wonder Mike towards net, and he makes it interesting. You saw Gimmick race to the ball after the Torment touch. That beat out Sosa. And Wonder Mike, with a tough angle, gets so much power. Taroko was shocked.
Yeah, this was a good center ball by Gimmick. Really good pass. And he must have called that early because it was sort of a 50-50 to decide who would get there first, but Taroko hesitated in no man's land. And there's no way you're saving a shot with that kind of power on it if it comes in at all accurately. So 30 seconds and change for Rat Enterprises. Wonder Mike with a big air dribble. He's looking for the double touch at high speed, and he nails it. Wonder Mike with a huge equalizer.
That was filthy. First touch off the ceiling, double tap.
Oh.
Making a name for yourself on a big stage. That is what Wonder Mike is doing.
That second touch was so insane. He just blasted it at the back wall with full confidence that he would be able to hit it in a straight line. And they are now got the pressure on. This is a 3v1 briefly. Gimmick in the middle to Wonder Mike. He sent it into the bar, but it's open for Torment. Uncontested shot, but he sent it slowly to the top corner.
This has been a thriller. Final 10. Will we see some last-second fireworks? Torment up in the air. We'll put it down. Mektos keeps it alive. Sosa will get there, but he leaves it for him. Taroko looking for the backboard. Center ball. Sosa couldn't get there in time. Wonder Mike gets it to the ground, and now a chance for Rat Enterprises to complete the comeback. Wonder Mike, a hat trick to his name. An incredible solo play to get this equalized. Now we'll see how overtime plays out.
Yeah, it's a team game 3v3, but it's really the Wonder Mike versus Sosa show at the moment. Let's see if Gimmick can steal some of the spotlight. Not this time. Mektos shuts him down.
Torment up fast, not letting Mektos go for the backboard play. Wonder Mike scares Sosa off. Torment doesn't make contact, gives up possession. Mektos misses the ball. Now Gimmick up the sideline, challenging Sosa. Sosa with a big win. Wonder Mike gets up towards ceiling. He'll stay with it. So good at getting that first hit, allowing him to follow up and keep possession.
Yeah, I'm just looking at Sosa and Wonder Mike thinking they've just got to get the ball to these guys. They're playing so well at the moment, and every time that they touch it, it looks dangerous. So those are the guys you want to try and bring into the game more often. I'm sure that Mektos, Taroko, Gimmick, Torment, they won't mind that. They're going to be perfectly happy to see their teammates succeeding. There was a shot from Wonder Mike. Mektos defending well, though, as this game just enters and even further and further into overtime.
Big win from
Taroko.
Taroko.
Transition, Torment's got him down.
And that transition that you were talking about, almost catching Rat Enterprises out. Torment with the speed. Weak shot. Wasn't on target. Sosa will get back, and you can see both of these teams are so threatening. It seems like at any moment they could win that 50-50, get the ball into the middle and score it. And these defensive plays keep coming out. A demo on the keeper. Mektos struggling. Shot towards net. Taroko with the save and Sosa with the clear.
Man, that was close. It was a great demo by Gimmick as Torment was looking for the flip reset double touch, but he couldn't hit the target. And Torment's accuracy has been a bit off this series so far. He's getting closer there. No chance for Taroko. Nobody's on him, and that's just in. It's another assist for Sosa. And it's a disaster for Rat Enterprises. They're down by 2.
And that was the perfect time, or perfectly timed flip. Going upside down, getting underneath the ball, flipping into it, a frozen rope right into the net, 78 miles per hour.
Wow.
That was a banger.
Just wow. Plot twist 2-0 over Rat Enterprises. We're seeing potential sweep again, and it's in the other direction than what you'd expect going into this tournament. We just saw Sonics get swept. Or Rat Enterprises going to be swept as well, despite Wonder Mike's heroic effort to keep his team alive in that game. It just wasn't enough, and I want to see more from Gimmick and Torment. They're the legacy players here. They're the legends on this lineup, the former world champions. But right now, it's definitely just been a Wonder Mike one-man show to try and keep them in this series. We need to see more from the two legends there.
And you want to see more specifically from Gimmick. Gimmick's always been someone who's up there on top of the charts in scoring, or at least getting assists, being up there, making plays. He did have that one play that allowed Wonder Mike to get within one of Plot Twist, where he won that 50-50, got it out to Wonder Mike. So we're seeing a little bit of it, but you expect more. But this series, even though it's 2-0 right now, it has been edge of your seat action. That game, there were so many moments where I thought Plot Twist was going to lose control and Rat Enterprises was going to get that win. It was so back and forth. It was like watching two heavyweights just being a punching match.
Yeah, it was really close all the way through. But, you know, it's last chance now, potentially, for Plot Twist, or for Rat Enterprises, sorry. They're down 2 games, triple match point for Plot Twist, and they've looked so solid. I really don't, you know, I can't see the comeback yet. Maybe if Torment and Gimmick can start to fill the blanks a bit more. Oh, that was a good shot by Gimmick. It's off the post, though, and it's just not enough again. You know, these close shaves, they're not what people are going to remember from this game. They're going to remember that one of my double touch. They're going to remember the Sosa playmaking. You know, Gimmick, he's got to do something huge. Well, there's a goal that doesn't involve Wonder Mike, so it's happened. Nothing too crazy, but good shot nonetheless, and a whiff from Sosa as well. It's worth mentioning.
And Mektos got bumped, it looked like. Got bumped out of the play as well, and then the long shot from Torment. We saw so many post hits. That one going posted in. I was worried about it going posted out like we just had seen.
Yeah. Yeah, the accuracy has not been there for Torment today, but he hits the back of the net there. That could be huge for his confidence. I mean, even though these guys are as experienced as they are, you still need to just get that goal sometimes to let you know that you've still got it, you're still playing well, you're able to hit the target when you absolutely have to. And this is the time where they absolutely have to. Last chance, no more lives left for Rat Enterprises.
And everyone's had those games in Rocket League where you just feel like nothing that you do will result in a goal. So even a goal of any kind just helps out. And now another shot coming in. Mektos, big save. Torment towards the backboard. Mektos first touch control, and now he'll pass that downfield. Toroko getting a demo on Torment. Sosa with some space. Try to win more of the field. Gimmick to the corner. Toroko with some time. And I love what Gimmick did there to get the challenge. Reading the touch wonderfully. But a bump on the defensive end from Toroko.
Yeah, this is more like the Gimmick that we're used to seeing, where he's causing problems for the other team. He's made a career of just being annoying to play against and being difficult to read, and that's what he's trying to do right now, break a rotation, make this a messy game, a game where he's at any minute ready to just come in and make a challenge on the ball. And this is wide open for Torment. You can't miss that. And 2-0 lead for Red Enterprises. This is what they needed, but are they going to be able to do anything with this? They've got to just try and solidify now.
And Wonder Mike played that defender. He had him hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah.
Getting him into that corner, that first touch. Very well done by Wonder Mike. And then Torment being in position, another goal for him. So his confidence will keep building. And Gimmick getting one more. Rat Enterprises, they are taking it to Plot Twist. We're just 2 minutes in, already up 3-0.
Oh, that's pretty funny. Gimmick just pre-flipped at this one with no boost, and he's forced an own goal out of Mektos. Really nice read by him. But yeah, good job just taking their chances when they get them. Unlike the previous game where it's so many posts, so many crossbars, in a very tight 3-3. Those are the moments that really should have ended it for Rat Enterprises early. But there's another breaker rotation from Gimmick. He's just playing the ball more often, and you know, he doesn't need to come in and steal the show like I said in the last game. He just needs to get involved more. That's what I wanted to see from Torment and Gimmick in this game. It's happening in this one. Good shot though by Mektos as Plot Twist get on the board.
Mektos getting this one off the ceiling. We see a demo from Toroko that opens up that back line. And Mektos, well-placed shot. And this isn't over yet. We even saw a 2-goal. The same thing happened in the previous game where Rat Enterprises was the team that was down. And now a kickoff goal.
No.
Disaster for Rat Enterprises. Plot Twist. They're happy about this one.
Yeah, that is not the smartest play on the kickoff from Torment. You can see quite clearly that he's gone for a big kickoff win to his left when he's got a teammate taking the boost immediately behind him over his right shoulder. Now, there's no synergy there. Why is he forcing the ball away from his teammate who's taking boost? It could easily be like a win-win in that position if he just lets it go past him.
And that comes down to communication. Obviously, he and his team weren't on the same page there.
Yeah.
And that is something that you wonder how comms are going. Torment and Gimmick, they've been playing together a long time, so maybe they're comfortable not really comming as much as they used to, or as they need to, rather, now that they have a new member on their team.
It's kickoff autopilot. I think, it really does interest me that the only set piece in the game, the kickoff, is often so under planned for by professional Rocket League players. Everybody just goes full autopilot when a kickoff is happening. You have one guy cheating, one guy grabbing boost, one guy driving into the ball and flipping. That's really all the thought that goes into it sometimes, and that's what's going to get you scored on if you're not paying attention.
And we've seen teams that take that extra time do get those, and that was a great save from Sosa. But it's a way to get one goal back. It's almost like being good at putting if you're a golfer. And every stroke counts, especially when you're in these tournaments where they're so low scoring.
Oh, yeah. You have to, take maximum care. You have to come in with a plan in every single kickoff. I feel it's very easy to still be talking about something completely different as another kickoff is about to go down. I'm sure they were trying to talk about and figure out what went wrong in the previous goal. And before they know it, they're actually down 2 goals in a quick succession. That's wide open goal for Wonder Mike. 4-2, and that's a really, really important goal here for Rat Enterprises. Really bad job by Taroko. Unfortunately for Plot Twist, he just couldn't get the ball clear of danger there, like you'd expect him to.
Taroko perhaps panicking a little bit. Maybe he saw Gimmick flying in. I don't know what was going through his head, but that was not the touch that they needed. And now down by 2. Still not impossible, but much more unlikely. As Rat Enterprises having a great all-around team game this time. Everyone playing a role in the offense.
Yeah, we've had more from Gimmick. He's been involved more often here. He's making more touches on the ball. And I think that really does enable Torment to play more effectively as well when Gimmick is, getting in on the action. That allows Torment to do what he does best, and that's to fill the blanks. So, there's more blanks to fill when Gimmick's driving around like a madman. So that's allowed this full team to really play as a unit. Oh, that's almost another chance at the end of the game here for Plot Twist, but with that one going wide, I think it's just about the end of the game here. No shots coming in before 0 seconds. Rat Enterprises are not going to be swept in the upper bracket.
And we were talking about Sosa so much in the first games. This game, he was shut down. So Rat Enterprises will be taking this game, using it as a blueprint moving forward. In control, Wonder Mike making plays. They're looking much more like a team this time. Gimmick getting the ball into the middle, being a nuisance, like you said, such an annoying player to deal with upfield. And Torment getting those cleanup goals. Things are starting to work in for Rat Enterprises.
Yeah, so we want to see more of that from Rat Enterprises in Game 4. We need to see, more ball chasing from Gimmick. We need to see more demos from him. He just needs to think, okay, how can I be as annoying as possible at every moment in this game? If he's going into it with that mindset, I think that they're going to be a difficult team to control. You got Gimmick just driving around, being as annoying as possible, combined with Wonder Mike's ridiculous mechanical ability, and Torment, the glue that holds it all together. That's a tough team to beat. Plot Twist couldn't do it in Game 3.
Certainly, you get those with Wonder Mike. It's not to the same degree, but it's similar to the vibes that you get from First Killer, where he's coming in to a roster that has a veteran, former world champion, and kind of breathing new life into a team. And Wonder Mike doing exactly that, in my opinion, coming in here, making some really big plays, even in the previous game and in this game, to help get his team's offense going, and it worked for him. So we'll see if they keep it up, or if Plot Twist can get Sosa back involved, because we had high praises for Sosa, but I don't think I said his name once last game.
Yeah, there's 2 sides to that coin. Of course, we didn't see any crazy passes from Sosa in that game, but we also didn't see great movement off the ball from Taroko and Mektos. And if they're not moving into passing lanes and making themselves available for Sosa's playmaking ability, then he's not going to be able to play that role very well. So it is a team effort to make these passes work. We'll see if Plot Twist can spot those openings more often in Game 4.
And those team effort plays that we saw were so exciting, especially thinking back to that give and go that we saw. It was so beautifully executed. So we'll see if Plot Twist brings back more of that, or if Rat Enterprises keeps it going. Long shot. Mektos getting challenged by Wonder Mike. Sosa will go for net. Torment racing back, and he'll put it into the corner. Getting challenged back to Sosa. Sosa, soft shot. Wonder Mike will try to pop it up past Mektos. Taroko. Seeing a lot of pressure coming out from Plot Twist right now.
Yeah, Plot Twister capitalizing on some bad clearing from Rat Enterprises. Rat Enterprises just keep hitting the ball softly straight down the middle, and there's always going to be a Plot Twist member near the halfway line ready to send it right back in. So, you know, just the composure needs to be there a bit more for Rat Enterprises defense. Just have the awareness and have the decision making to just play that ball to this side, into a corner, draw Plot Twist in. You don't need to be too afraid of them from those positions.
And drawing Plot Twist in is exactly what Wonder Mike was doing last game. You even think about his plays in the corner where he gets that first touch that makes the defender think they can get there first. But Wonder Mike just edges them out. Now a demo.
Oh, he almost had another one as well in Taroko. He went for the double demo there. Would have left the net wide open, but Taroko just dodged it without moving.
On front of net, Mektos racing in. We're 2 minutes gone. Rat Enterprises, they're being threatened with being sent down into the lower bracket if they lose this one. It's Torment calling for a pause right before that shot went in, so we'll see what the admin ruling is on this play. You could see Torment stopping moving.
Yeah, that obviously didn't look normal there. The ball just bounces into the box, and you'd really expect there to be a goalkeeper there to sweep it away. But yeah, Torment was unable to in that position. He's going to tell the admin right now what happened, and it'll be decided whether or not that goal stands. It seems like he may have been lagging in the
and you know, Torment probably, if we had like a record, if we kept track of all the players that have internet issues in RLCS or in any like Rocket League tournament, Torment has, you know, I feel bad for him. He has a lot of internet issues, and that's never fun. I mean, it's just the world we live in sometimes where your internet provider stinks. You know, it is what it is.
Yeah, so, we'll get that figured out as fast as we can, guys. This is a really important game, so we want the admin, we want the players to take as long as possible. Well, not as long as possible, as long as they need to make the right decision here. But yeah, it did look totally random. You know, the ball doesn't bounce across the box here and just not be defended in that kind of position. It's not going to happen against Rat Enterprises, even if they have been defending questionably earlier on today. Yeah, this one was obviously a different kind of position here.
Yep. So we'll see if Torment gets his internet worked out. We'll give him a few minutes. In the meantime, I want to bring up again, and I'm throwing the production team a really tough test right now. I want to bring up that format for the wheel and deal because we started talking about it, but we didn't really get to theorize too much more. So we got the Summer Shuffle wheel and deal format that has never been done. This is a brand new tournament format. This is the side event. So one of the things that's always fun about what Beyond the Summit does with their tournaments is they've got side events. This is the side event. And it's never been done before. This is a brand new tournament format that was come up with. Each team, this is the pool of cards that they can build their deck with. You get 5 team size cards, 5 game mode cards, 5 modifier cards, 5 round cards. And at the start of every series, teams take turn playing cards to determine what the series is going to be. So if we could play it out, Johnny, I could play a 3v3 card. Then what would you play?
So the round card is second.
You can do any card you want.
You can play any. So yeah, if you've picked 3v3, it depends who your teammates are, of course. But I might just think, okay, yeah, we're probably losing. You know, as much as it would hurt the ego of any team in this tournament to admit that they're probably losing a 3v3 to another team, you might be in that position. Think, okay, standard, we're probably taking the L there. So let's just throw them a curveball, throw in maybe the snow day. I think that's gonna make it a lot harder for a team who are just dominant in threes to assert their authority. It'd probably level out the playing field a bit.
All right, well, if you're trying to level it out, then I'm gonna make it even worse, and I'm gonna play Rumble as the modifier.
Oh man, okay.
So Rumble Snow Day 3v3.
A bit of synergy there, you know, when you freeze the hockey puck, I'm sure that gets a couple people excited. They're like, oh wow, yeah.
And now you would get to pick then what map to play.
Yeah.
You would get to play your round cards or your map cards, which is the Tokyo Underpass, Stadium, or Standard.
Yeah, so I mean, you've got to go stadium. It is the hockey, the map. Imagine how hard it'll be to score in stadium with. I want to see that Snowdown Stadium 0-0, longest overtime of all time. Bring the popcorn, bring the snacks, bring the full 7-course meal. To be honest, I don't think we're ever going to get a goal, but I'm looking forward to it.
But I mean, maybe you get spikes in Rumble and you just try to fly in. You know? So that's the fun part, is you never know really what's going to happen. One of the things that I had a lot of fun playing was Spike Rush Drop Shot. It was actually really funny because you just can get demoed really easily. And it's chaos. And so I look forward to the side of it. And that starts on day 3. So Torment just put in chat that he's ready to go. So I think we're getting ready to start the game, and let's get back into it. We're at 0-0, 2 minutes and 55 seconds left on the clock. This is game 4. Rat Enterprises down in the series 2-1. So we'll see if Rat Enterprises can fight back. We'll start from kickoff. And Johnny, before we went to the pause, Rat Enterprises looked like they were getting their feet back under them. We'll see if they can keep it up.
Yeah, definitely. And this is good call here. Clearly, Torment would have had a play on that ball if he was able to in that position. He was just sitting at the back post, just hanging out, vibing, but not really touching the ball. And he'll want to do a lot more of that contact in this game. They must win if they want to stay alive in the upper bracket, Rat Enterprises.
And, just to add my own testimony, I did see Torment stop and type out pause before the goal went in.
Yes.
So it was a legitimate claim. But there might be some plot twist fanboys out there, fangirls who are...
the plot twist, for sure. Oh, that's a miss. One mic is there. But chance for plot twist still to just stay in control of this series. I'm kind of worried for them if this does go to a game 5 because, they don't have the same experience that some other teams do, especially when you're being reverse swept. It's so hard to sometimes think about that. Oh, wow, what goal hold up. Rat Enterprises are probably thinking, how does this guy still have his dodge in this play? He jumped half an hour ago, but look at this. So much height on the pop, and there's no questioning that one. 1-0.
Taroko even turning, looking to see if he could get a bump. Sosa, he's a solo player. He's a solo player. He's done it before in this series. Does it again.
Now this really is the moment where Rat Enterprises have to just go for it. They've not had too many chances in this game, at least compared to the last one. So, like you said, in game 2, there comes a point where they just have to start attacking. There's not enough time left on the clock for them to wait all day here. This is an opportunity. Torment going for the double touch, and he just runs out of boost. I think he would have had that one, but it's okay. Gimmicks there, as he often is, to put it in, and Rat Enterprises are back.
And that's what you want to see from the veterans. Torment, great first touch, sets up his double tap pass off the backboard. Taroko struggling off the post, didn't want Torment to score. And Gimmick cleaning up, and we've got a series yet again.
The next goal is huge. We are so late into game 4 now. A plot twist lead would really crush the morale of Rat Enterprises, who have been fighting from behind for this entire series. Likewise, if Rat Enterprises can get this one, that is going to be, I think, the springboard to really just propel them into an advantageous position, not just in this game, but in the series overall, despite the fact that they're just looking to tie this up. Taroko Mectos Sosa's not a team I see bouncing back from adversity all that well, but we'll see what happens.
Rat Enterprises almost won the earlier games. Even it started out 2-0 in both of those games. Rat Enterprises were threatening, even that comeback from Wonder Mike. So if they can, like you said, get that springboard, you'd think the momentum would be on their side going into that game 5. We're under 30 seconds left, tied at 1 apiece.
Yeah, Rat Enterprises look like they are posturing for something late in the game here. There's not a lot of boost in the back for all of the team to grab on the plot twist. One player can grab 100, but then there's nothing left for everybody else. So Rat Enterprises just box them in. Final few seconds.
Sosa Air dribbling that out, trying to buy time for his teammates to get boost. They'll probably let this hit, and they do. They recover back to kickoff. Overtime, Rat Enterprises. If they lose this, they are sent down to that lower bracket.
Well, that was risky by Gimmick, but he's gotten away with it. Torment with a nice follow-up, and now he's got the dribbling play, shut down well by Sosa. That is a very important save. And now straight away onto attack. They've got more boosts to play with now that they've got that reset from the kickoff.
Taroko rushing to that ball. Wondamike taking his time. Air dribbling, going for another challenge. Getting another 50-50. Gimmick trying to stay with the challenge as well. Low boost for Mektos. Pinch into the middle. It's down for Taroko. Flicks it high. Wondamike preventing the clear at half. Torment. Oh, the backflip from Taroko. Double tap from Torment. Taroko saves it. Follow up from Gimmick, and that one is hit out. That backflip almost cost Plot Twist, but they could not capitalize. Rat Enterprise is not able to put that one through.
Man, that was so close. Too close if you're a Plot Twist fan. But they stay alive here. But once more, Rat Enterprises are doing a pretty good job of keeping them boxed in and keeping them stuck in their half. If they can keep this up, then you feel like their goal is coming eventually.
Wondamike wanted to make a play. Does get the 50-50 off the pass. Going for the double tap. Sosa will poke it high. Mektos and Taroko both up. The shot towards net will be handled from Gimmick, but boost wasted from Plot Twist. And now Mektos will have to be on his own. And low boost for Taroko, backing him up as well.
It's a big hit by Wondamike as the pressure just continues to rise. Plot Twist are struggling here. They have been for a while. That's a good read though by Sosa. He's beaten Wondamike to that one. Every time you switch around and look at the POVs of different Plot Twist players, they just seem to be boost starved. It's like one of them will be boost starved at any one time. They're just getting dominated here in the boost management aspect of the series. High angle redirect for Mektos. He knocks it down, and Torment is there to just intercept it easily. But this is maybe the turn for Plot Twist. A nice pass into the middle. Sosa with a pre-flip. And Taroko's landed on it, but it bounces wide.
Taroko had zero boost. So he had all he could do was air roll to try to influence where that ball was going. If he had maybe one pad, just 12 boosts, that might have been enough to re-angle his car.
They were so close, and that was a scare certainly for Rat Enterprises, but Wondamike not too worried by that. He's just right back into the play. They're not slowing down for a moment here. Plot Twist can't breathe with the speed that Rat Enterprises are playing at. However, these clears are causing some problems for Rat Enterprises. Straight down the middle every time towards the third man. And as long as they keep doing that, then Plot Twist will keep sending it back into the orange half.
Double commit. Gimmick jumped early. Wondamike wanted to get another hit on it, but it still didn't cost him too much. Still boxed in. Plot Twist has been trying to fight out of this box that Rat Enterprises has kept them in. Now Mektos, the flick save from Wondamike.
Oh man, Sosa just went straight ahead there, took the goalie out, but the timing was a bit too fast. The shot wasn't ready to come in behind him. That's more like it though from Plot Twist. They're starting to pile on the pressure on Rat Enterprises, who have struggled at times in the defensive series. That is just wide open. Where's the goalie as Sosa makes it 2-1 OT. GG's.
Gimmick loses so badly, but where was the help? Gimmick lost that challenge badly, but I was looking around for anyone to rotate back. I don't know where they were. You see on the replay, where were they?
They just left.
I'll have to look at the replay.
Enough. I mean, it's a pretty long overtime. They might have got hungry. They've gone to the drive-through to, look for something to eat maybe, but they, nobody left in defense. That was the most wide open goal we've seen all day, and the most wide open goal I think we're going to see all day. What a game by Sosa. 1,000 points, 5 saves.
1,003.
We're talking about whose series is going to be Sosa versus Wondamike. It's Sosa who steals the show in the end with a 1,000-point game against Rat Enterprises.
That was, that was a very unique game, and that game kind of was like some of the previous games in the series where Rat Enterprises has a chance to win it. We saw the comeback game with Wondamike hitting that crazy shot to send it into overtime, and another decent overtime there. So Rat Enterprises, they fall to Plot Twist here. That was a fun game to watch. We're going to go to a quick break, but when we come back, we have more Summer Shuffle. We've got Alpine Esports going up against Mirage. If you want to check out that series, Stay tuned. We'll see you on the other side.